Tuition costs at Texas State continue to rise, and yet students are borrowing less from federal loans. College can be a stressful time, especially during midterms. The man known as the Bubble Believer is here to help. Some controversial flyers briefly circulated around the Texas State campus. The flyers call for vigilante squads to tar and feather university leaders over diversity garbage. The university has responded by stating this is a criminal activity. Texas State UPD is investigating who posted the flyers and why. Student government created Adopt a Spot to encourage students to get involved in making a positive environmental impact on campus. The campus will be divided into 38 sectors. Student organizations, clubs, athletic teams, and even groups of friends are allowed to adopt. Those who adopt can choose between smaller popular areas or larger zones. The areas will go up for readoption at the end of each academic year.
So we want clubs to have an opportunity to, if they don't get one of the big campus icons, to have their name over a broader space.
Each adopted spot will have a sign to represent its group on campus. Students will be required to work on a project at their site once a month and report back to student government. They will also get to be a part of a larger service opportunity.
And then every semester we'd have a semester-wide or a campus-wide get-together where we do kind of like a Bobcat build, but for our campus itself, not for the whole community, kind of internal.
Adopt a Spot is planning to begin adoptions in November. Service organizations on campus are already looking forward to the program.
Texas State is our home, and there's any opportunity we get to be able to beautify it, we totally should, as well as with the entire Texas State community.
The student government hopes this will create a new tradition on campus.
The Adopt a Spot program was something we thought would get people engaged with their campus, help them to connect with their campus facility and kind of take ownership of it.
Student government is working on a logo for Adopt a Spot. Once that is completed, organizations will have the opportunity to adopt a spot on campus on a first-come, first-served basis. For Bobcat Update, I'm Angelique Paccione. Alkick Library received a $25,000 Text Treasures grant to help the University Archives Department digitize negative photographs of San Marcos's development. The San Marcos Daily Record donated almost 1 million negatives dating back to 1930 to University Archives in January. Along with Texas State's negatives, there are about 1.5 million negatives to produce. University archivist Chris Toma says this year's focus will be processing the Daily Record's images.
Newspapers are wonderful at getting the news out, but preserving and making images available is beyond what their scope is.
The grant helped the Digital Lab build its negative capture stations. The lab is also creating a new, faster scanning method that it will begin testing later this year. Once the project is completed, the digitized images will be available to students and the public on the university's archives Flickr account.
And we're hoping to do between 6,000 and 10,000 negatives this year, and then hopefully put those up on our Flickr site.
If they're looking for local history, if they're looking for examples perhaps of period clothing, local, sometimes statewide events will be more available.
Viewers will have the opportunity to comment on the pictures and help write history. The images capture San Marcos's growth from dirt roads through today.
These will be additional shots that did not run in the newspaper. So you can see the picture in the newspaper, and then maybe there'll be 10 or more shots that were taken and not used.
It will take several years for all the pictures to be available. For Bobcat Update, I'm Angelique Paccione. A Texas-sized cold front is coming in hot as it makes its way through the Austin area tomorrow. This is expected to be the strongest cold front in months, with temperatures dropping to the 30s and 40s. All of central Texas will feel the drop in temperature by Friday night. The Hill Country may experience the first freeze of the season Sunday morning. Warmer temperatures and scattered showers are projected to return by early next week. If you're still planning a move to Canada, a real estate agent in South Carolina is offering to sell your home. In August, Jeff Cook Real Estate put up a billboard advertisement featuring Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. On election night, the office received 380 phone calls and have had almost 10 calls every minute since. The marketing idea started as a joke, but turned into a huge success. Even homeowners from across the country have called. Many callers are asking for help with immigration papers, but Cook's office will not help with the move.